What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. Hope everybody's having a fabulous Thursday. What a drop we had yesterday. We had passed the 7,700. We're going to talk about that. And I did mention that I was going to do a short if it went below 7,700. Unfortunately, right after I made the video, I had to go to work and I did not get my short in. So that kind of sucks. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the chart, see where we might be headed, look at the worst case scenario. And I do want to remind you guys, there's a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. It's an awesome community. If you love crypto, you'll love the community. There's also some affiliate links down there. There's some exchange links if you guys want to dabble in leverage trading. There's Prime XBT. If you sign up, make a deposit, they give you a 35% bonus. That's pretty huge. There's also a Bybit link down there that if you sign up and deposit at least 0.2 Bitcoin, you will get a $60 up to a $210 bonus. So definitely check it out. That also helps support the channel. There's some other affiliate links down there too. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind, it's still a speculative market. Do not put in more than you're willing to lose. With that being said, if you're new here, you haven't already, hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand side of the screen. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell and hit the all on the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. I do daily updates every single day and try to keep everybody updated. And don't forget to smash the likes, guys. Take a second out. It really helps the channel out. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And let's get into it. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, and we've been watching this 55 EMA on the weekly, and I did think that that was going to hold, but I did say I would put a short under it if it didn't. And like I said, unfortunately yesterday, I had to go to work after the video, and I missed that short. But anyways, it's looking pretty bearish now. If I'm looking at the EMAs here, we had the 8 EMA cross the 21 here. And now the 13 EMA is looking to cross. That's pretty bearish. The only way to reverse that is if we get a nice move up before the weekend or in the weekend. So keep an eye on that. We could have much lower to go if that does cross there. Let's take a look at the daily and take a look at where we're at. So on the daily, let me put my, whoops, there we go. All right, so worst case scenario, guys. I had talked about this yesterday. If we look at this whole thing as a descending triangle, the measured move off of that would get us down to the $4,800 range. And the weird thing about it is I have this channel drawn in here off of these wicks up here and these wicks down here. And it lines up with November 10th hitting the 4,800 area. And I also have one on November 10th, the worst case scenario for Litecoin, which is weird because it also lines up with a trend line. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I do want to remind you guys, my wife's webpage is up, anchorimage.com. Definitely check it out. She's got a lot of crypto gear in here. Coffee mugs, beer koozies, t-shirts, these signs. There's a few different size signs, some hats. But definitely check it out. She can put anything you want on there, any crypto or, you know, family pictures, whatnot. It'd be great for Christmas gifts. Definitely check it out. It helps support the channel. Let's get back into the charts. So looking at the smaller one here as the descending triangle, the measured move off that, guys, is 68 or 6,300. I'm sorry. And that is what I've been talking about. If we passed below that 7,700, I was saying we should at least go to the 6,300. I know a lot of people were calling for 75, 72. But I think we're going lower than that, guys. That was a pretty significant support there. And it's obviously we went past the 75 already that people were calling. Now people are saying 72, which I can see, but I do have a measured move measuring this as a rising channel that we fell out of, which also, you could consider the bear flag. But that gets us to the $6,800 range. That's the area I'm looking for now. But I do believe we could have a run up to retest this 6,700 before we continue down. So keep that in mind. I also have another measured move measuring from where we broke down here, this as the flagpole, and where we broke down, that also gets us to that 6,300 range. So I'm really keeping my eye on that 6,300, but before that, right now I'm looking at the 6,800 to see how that reacts when and if we hit that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. Let's go into the RSI now. Looking at the RSI, I have this falling channel drawn in here, and it almost looks like we are forming a falling broadening wedge, which could be, and again, this is a daily, so this takes time, but that could be bullish if we get up here and break out of this. But chances are right now, guys, that we're going to most likely continue down from here. But let's look at the 4-hour RSI. Same thing. I have a channel drawn in here that we fell out of. Let me get this line. That one's not supposed to be in here. Get that off of the hourlies. There we go. It looks like we're going to come up, retest the bottom of this, and most likely get rejected. And we'll take a look at that in the price action. So this is what I'm looking at right now in the more immediate frames, guys. I have this, kind of looks like a bear flag drawn in here, which it could be. But keep in mind, it's a symmetrical triangle. We could break up or down. And the measured move off of that, guys, if we were to break up, and I would look at most likely a break above 74.90, then I'd be looking for that retest of the 7,700 area. And if we broke down, and I would say breaking down past 73.80, then I would be looking for the 71.55 range. And then, like I said, see how it reacts to that. But I have this blue trend line drawn in here off of these wicks over here, right here. That would line up with that 71.55, which would be like a median of this falling channel. So keep an eye on that. This is definitely what I'm looking at now, and I will be entering a trade on this little breakout here. If we break above this trend line, I will be doing a long and putting my stop loss tightly below the breakout, and I'll be doing the same if it breaks down. I'll be entering a short and putting a stop loss just above that line. So that's, like I said, that's what I'm looking at. I guess if we look in the hourly, it would be a little bit easier to see if you want to try this trade. But keep in mind, trading's dangerous, guys. But yeah, I will be entering a, like I said, a short below this line, a long above this, with the stop loss directly. When I do the short, stop loss will be above this line. When I do a long, stop loss will be below this line. If you guys want to try that, like I said, I have links in the description below. If you use my links, you get bonuses if you sign up and make a deposit for Bybit and also Prime XBT. So yeah, if you guys want to try it, I just suggest you don't do high leverage. That's very dangerous and very risky. But that's what I'm looking at now, guys. That's where we're at. And like I said, I do daily updates, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I don't know why this got in there. Get that out of the way. But so you guys know what I'm looking at there. Anyways, let's go on to Litecoin. All right, looking at Litecoin on the daily, we are in this big falling wedge. I'm going to go into the RSI, and then we're going to go over to the 4-hour RSI. If you look at this, the RSI, I have a falling wedge drawn here, guys, with this median line off of these touches of support. And it looks like we're headed back up to test that for resistance. My guess is we'll get rejection there and continue back down, and we'll take a look at that in the price action. I do want to show you worst case scenario that lined up with the Bitcoin worst case scenario. That being measuring this as a flagpole, this as a bull or a bear flag, and the measured move down to 3,400, and that also lines up for November 10th. Again, guys, this is just an assumption for now, but it does match up with the trend lines. That's why I'm looking at it. Make sure you do your own due diligence. Don't trade off of any YouTuber's opinion. Make sure you do your own due diligence, guys. Trading is dangerous and risky. All right, so looking at, we had a measured move here yesterday at the 49.01 area, which that's where we're playing in now. We did drop below it. And I do have this support resistance line right at 47, and that is right where we hit. So let's take a look at where we could be headed now. I had this measured move also from this channel where we break down, and that also got us to that 49.07. Like I said, we are playing in that area now. Let's look at let's go into the 1 hour real quick. I don't normally do this, but kind of look at what's forming here and get our next little move. And I do look, if Bitcoin goes up to test the 7,700 range, I think we'll most likely be coming up to test the $54 range in Litecoin. Let's look at, let me draw some trend lines in here real quick. And if I was trading Litecoin, which I'm not, this is what I would be looking for. I would make these trend lines here, and I would play the break. I would do a short when it breaks below this with a tight stop loss above the line, and I would do a long if it broke above this with a tight stop loss below the line. Now the measured move on those would be, gonna put a target up here. Measured move of the break up of that would be around the 52 to 50, 52.50 range, somewhere in that area. Again, guys, these aren't exact. If we were to break down here at the 40, say below the 48.90 range, actually, it'd be lower than that. At the 48.75, if we broke down there, like I said, I would do a short. And the measured move off of that would be 46.39 area. That's what I'm looking at with Litecoin. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the likes and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Also, just a reminder, definitely check out the affiliate links below. They really help the channel out. Keep this content free, guys. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, hit the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those likes, leave your comments, and I will see you tomorrow. I may do a live stream tonight. We'll see how it goes and see how busy it is today. Take it easy, guys. Have a great day.